Welcome back to Summing Up with the Sumners. We are here at episode 21 with a little Christmas cheer, Christmas fun, holiday fun. Hopefully you come on this ride with us today. I am Latoya, and this is my wonderful husband,
Damon.
Yes, so glad to have y'all today. Let's get into it. As you know, we always start with props to you because you keep us going, and so we want to start out with a review. So let's take a listen to this week's review.
Definitely. Let's dig into it here. 5 stars only. Appreciate you. This comes from, I'm pretty sure this comes from one of the homies named Shrimp. Says recommended. That's enough. That's off top. Appreciate that. That's good to know. Says, love these two in their relationship. Love what they have not only to offer each other, but what they have to offer the listeners. Appreciate you, big dog. Listen,
that's so nice.
We always tell you, we always mean it. We appreciate the reviews continue to come. Take a second, take a minute on your lunch break, on the way home, whatever. Don't text and drive, but wherever you get a chance, please, we would love for you to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts.
Absolutely, and then like, subscribe, everywhere else. I guess they don't really want to care about your comments on the other platforms. That's okay. But the reviews mean tons on Apple. So we want to hear from you any opportunity we can. So please do that.
Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Let's dig into it. So we're talking about this, and this is a holiday special. I feel like every sitcom I grew up watching back in the day, shout out to TGI Friday, the WB Black Line up on Sundays. Only some of you may know about that. Get with it. Classic sitcoms, They had a holiday special. Sometimes they had many holiday specials depending on how relatable they wanted to be, right?
Okay.
When they were talking about Halloween episode or Christmas episode.
That's true.
You know, whatever, summertime episode, whatever the case may be. And so we're going to give you a little bit of that right here. We're going to give you a little bit of that. Today here we're talking about Christmas tops, Christmas faves. So hopefully you guys will get a chance to relate. Listen, we're gonna drop them on live, and I'm intrigued to hear what y'all have to say, because when you get into faves, when you get into talking about tops and favorites and a few rankings, things get a little interesting in the comments.
They really do, and I just like to just do a full disclaimer for myself. Personally, I'm not a ranking person. I feel pressure, and I feel like I have to drum up like my past and think about like everything that's ever existed in my life around Christmas or anything. Like when somebody says, what's your favorite movie? Are you kidding me? I have watched so many movies. It's a lot of pressure.
But then maybe you don't have a favorite, right?
Yeah, but people force you to have favorites.
Everybody's got to have a favorite.
No, see, you just contradicted yourself.
I just don't understand that statement.
I do. I enjoy lots of things.
I say, what's your favorite food? You say,
I give you a cuisine. Mexican.
I mean, sure. But why is that? Why is that one of your favorite cuisines?
Because I love the food and like the spices.
So when we get into any topic, let's say, what's your favorite? That's all we're saying. It's like, give us something that's happening often, consistent, or you always want to go back to. That's what I'm talking about.
Like I don't know. I am a someone else just challenged me recently about specifics, and I'm a generalizer. Okay, I'm not much of a specific
generalizer.
Yeah, and it's good and bad, but it's pressure. Okay, so I'm excited about this episode, and I don't want judgment. If my stuff is new because it's 2020, and I kind of live right now, and going back to like
no judgment here, team.
Temptations might be hard for me sometimes, but so just love me,
love her,
and let me be
her.
Generalized, and let me
current.
Just enjoy. Yeah, generalized and current. Thank you. That is my disclaimer for this episode.
Okay.
And if you are with me,
come on.
I feel you, okay? Because people like this guy over here, top 3, number 1, always go back, all time fave. What's the one thing you say? You say something all the time.
What I say?
Yeah. Like, no, it's a big generalized statement you make. Like,
I make a big statement.
No, God dog it.
You can't even think.
Oh man,
try to make something up about me.
No, it's really
try to make
real.
something about me.
You're like, it has to be. God dog it. It's gonna come to you in the middle of this episode,
I hope it does.
And you're gonna say it. You're gonna say it. You're gonna be like all time fave. Somebody else called you out on Instagram about, man, Damon really loves to say this, and I was like, yeah, they got you.
Everybody has a phrase or two. I know who you talking about.
Yeah.
It was, who was it?
I don't know.
But we know who you are.
Yeah.
Everybody had a phrase. We didn't even start the episode.
I know.
We just cleaning house for
well,
a second.
It's important that I started it with this because we, every time we record this, we start with a little tension. I think we've said that. Every time. It just doesn't even matter.
21 episodes.
I get 21 episodes and it's like, you ready to do this? I don't even know. One day, the day we don't, we are going to celebrate. But we
that
did.
That episode might be trash. That might be a trash episode with no tension.
However, what I am saying is, we started with that little tension because Dame's like, make the decisions. And I'm like, so whatever. I'm feeling good because Christmas does do that for most people. It does. I feel good.
It does.
I'm giving. I'm loving. It's just break away from the norm of the music and just joy to the world. And man, when I started thinking, it's a range of emotions for Christmas, right? It's just joyous. Sure. So I'm feeling good.
It's good.
And let's talk about it. We done shook off the past.
Shook it off.
And thank y'all for letting us process through, shaking out some of that, before we got into this episode. So not to waste any more of your time, and if you can relate, you understand how you go in somewhere and your spouse ain't quite right, and you figure it out, and you're like, all right. Yeah.
Walk around the party one time, get a little meatball, talk to somebody else, come back. How you feeling? Feeling good?
Okay, we ready?
All right, little quiz.
Did somebody make you feel better?
Little kiss, and then go about our day. All right, let's get into it. We're jumping in first. Just some of our favorite Christmas songs here. Maybe now two things. One, we're going to talk about Christmas songs for a quick second here. Some of our favorites. But I am intrigued, and let us know, as always here, because we kind of have a general, we didn't really write it down, but we both kind of came into a relationship feeling similar, maybe over time, about when we start Christmas. Like when we start decorations, when we start playing music, when we start Christmas music, because we got 3 kids, and they be chomping on the bits. We're going to Target, Halloween stuff is going down. They're like, yo, they gonna just jump over Thanksgiving? We was like, yo, once those ghouls and goblins come down, it's still silver bells and garland all day. So we start, I feel like we do right after Thanksgiving. Yeah, right? We gotta wait. Yep. You can't listen to Christmas music in our house. We weren't allowed to watch Christmas movies in the house till we had finished Thanksgiving, which was probably that Friday.
Yeah.
I remember we started Jingle Jangle. We'll talk about that a little bit more detail in a minute. Yeah. They had it Thursday night. But Thanksgiving had to be done before it was pull up.
Well, yeah, because it gets overwhelming, which also talks about the songs. Well, our home is very musically driven, right? Mm-hmm. So we listen to songs over and over again. And we watch a movie. We are the soundtrack. I mean, we are boosting these sales. Easy. The listens that they got, they were us, right? So we really go in when we go in on things. And Christmas music is kind of like a soundtrack, right? Mm-hmm. We about to hit this Christmas music. And we have some favorites, right? And I have compiled a really great Christmas playlist, and I go Spotify and follow it, and I love it. I think it's great.
What's the name of it?
Christmas.
Well,
I might read. I just thought of that.
Maybe put your name in. You can find
it. I might put Summer to Christmas or something, and then you can find me on Spotify with that. But it is just called Christmas. There wasn't nothing fancy at the time. But it has built together some good stuff, and there's some of the stuff that we listen to as a family. Mm-hmm. But all that to say that, yes, we start Christmas at the end of Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's over. Next day, we can get into the spirit.
Let's get into the spirit.
Because you got to listen to these same songs over for 30 days, right? Oh. And they have a hard cutoff at Christmas. So
hard cutoff. I don't want to listen to Jingle Bells on the 29th of December. I don't.
We got about 30 days.
Yeah, about 30.
30 days.
From the 27th of November to the 26th.
As you're putting the decorations down. I mean, to be fair, they kind of last a little longer. Decorations last maybe.
Depending on what it is. We got a nice little wreath that could be up there for. It's just a nice,
generic.
Just a nice generic wreath. But some of my favorite Christmas songs. So we're having a good time.
All right.
So just off top, you say, hey, put some music on real quick. Let's get into the mood. Boom, what you putting up?
No, you go first because I already know my answer.
Sure. Well, I feel, and this is specifically from my childhood, but Christmas really feels like it's coming when I hear the Temptations Silent Night. I don't know, I think it was my dad. I remember just driving around with him so much with my brothers, and when it came on, it just felt, and then it get to that little part with the deep voice.
Falsetto.
The deep voice.
The range in that song.
The whole song.
It's quite dramatic. It's from falsetto to baritone. They were giving it to us.
That's it. Temptations, Silent Night has to be played. Which one you got?
Oh, that's all you just gonna
I'm doing you one right now. Ping pong.
Yeah, no, that's not me. So I remember now. Now I agree. I love all the classics, but I seriously could listen to Pentatonic's Christmas every album combined on a playlist without any hesitation. I don't have a particular song. Now, to be fair, because I'm telling you about Pentatonics, I love Mary Did You Know. I think that might be my favorite Pentatonic song. And I am going to say this, that listening to Pentatonics is my favorite Christmas album. I know, and I know it's new age, but I think it was the videos on YouTube that got me too. And like just the fact that they make music with their voices and the whole thing is so beautiful. I can't get over it.
Pentatonic's Christmas.
Pentatonic is my favorite.
It's her favorite.
And they have like 5 albums, so just mash it together and you just like in it with them. And it's like from Christmas, Christmas, to just like feel good, let it snow.
Oh, Santa. Up on the rock top.
I mean, we everywhere. Everything. Like, seriously. So, I think they're my favorites. And I would go for Mary Did You Know by Pentatonics.
Let me tell you, when you don't ask enough questions.
Oh, that took a lot.
When you don't ask enough questions when you're dating somebody, you learn a lot post marriage. You learn a lot.
And shout out to Pentatonics, they from Texas.
Are they from Texas?
Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 of them or something.
Okay, you gave a shout out to the whole group, but it's just 2 of them.
Well, shout out to okay, every group goes through transitions. Okay, let's just be fair. They done lost 2 of the people they originally had.
They have lost 2.
Or at least 1 or something. But I want to say that the original 3.
The main crew, are from Texas.
Were from Texas.
All right, that's respectful. Pentatonics does have some hits. If you don't mess with Pentatonics, you need to mess with Pentatonics. That's off top. I concur. Another one of my favorites is This Christmas. All right, now this is important.
It is important.
This is important.
Who's This Christmas?
I give much props to the singing capabilities of Chris Brown. But it does not touch Mr. Donna Hathaway.
And that's fair. It's original. So, Chris Brown would say that.
That's fair.
You always got to give ode to originals.
That's true. That's one of my favorites, though, for sure. This Christmas, my kids were singing in the car. I listened to this at school. I was like, you should. That's why we sing to you here.
Now, here's my thing about Christmas music. Like we said, you got these 30 days of these same songs. I don't know origins. Okay?
This is true.
I don't even know. Like, we're like, oh, is it an original song? Is it? I almost just don't know. It all blurs together. Everybody does their rendition. So, I just have to say, I just like a song, right? Because it's like, I don't know. Is that the original?
Everybody ain't got a good version, though.
Is that it?
Everybody got a good version. I don't want to hear.
It is true. I heard a version the other day, and I was like, oh, no. Next.
Because Mariah Carey got a Silent Night rendition. I'm like, no, thank you.
Oh, Mariah. No, Mariah. I'm already tired of her song.
Listen.
What is it?
All I want
Have
for
yourself.
Christmas is you. All I want for Christmas is you.
Oh my! All I want for Christmas is this song.
Every
already
commercial.
Be over. It's too much. And then the version with Justin Bieber. I don't even know why they added him on.
I don't know why.
It's not even helpful.
It's not good. He came in for no good reason.
It's like the song has, y'all, if you listen to that song, there are layers on layers on layers in that track. I mean, it is a classic, probably #1 Christmas song. But because of that, it's almost a detriment because now it's overplayed. There's
something about Christmas music in general that just, and I think we can, let's get into it for just a quick second, somebody posed the question, is Christmas the best holiday ever? Right.
You're going into that. Oh, we're doing with songs before you go.
Well, I'm tying it in together here, and just we got a timer. We're professional here, so I'm packaging this in. And so the reason why I think it is right, I've got my faith #1, boom, right, and so we jump down to 2 through 4. The songs and the decorations. When you put all that together, there's nothing else that competes with the total package.
No, it's the feel. It's the feel good. It's the decorations. It's the gift giving. It's the music.
So when the songs come on, tying it in, when you hear that song, when you hear your song, whatever it is, you're listening to our list, whatever it is that's on your list. So when you hear it and you're in a good mood, and maybe your spirit is down, and you hear that song, and it's that time of the year, it just elevates you.
Listen,
it elevates.
I was preaching to them kids on Little Drummer Boy the other day. I mean, I literally started crying. I mean, Liv started crying too. I don't know if she was crying because she was sleepy. I don't know. And I was like, yo, what shall I play for you? He didn't have
nothing. Plus some drums.
I was like, Mary, did you know that we were going in. I don't even know why she started crying, but I was like, Lord, let that be the spirit. I don't really know what's happening, but I'm in it, and amen to it all. because it does. It makes you feel good, and Christmas is the best holiday. I would say so.
What would you say would be another? Is there another holiday that you just enjoy?
No.
Well, here's the thing. When we first started dating, Katoya would dress up for like different holidays. Like I remember one of our first dates. We went to the zoo. We went to the zoo for one of our first dates. Good time. If you're dating or if you're just still trying to date your boo, in a post-pandemic world or even let's go post. A zoo is just, you walk. You can talk, you can see, you can nibble on some snacks that they got there. It's really only one of the places I ever see Dippin' Dots. It's the mall and the zoo. I don't see Dippin' Dots anywhere else. Anywho, tangent. We go to the mall. We go to the zoo. Early date, probably 6 months or less in, and it's like
I'm 18.
It's around 4th of July. It's around 4th of July, and she is wearing red flip flops.
No, they're probably white. Those little classic.
They were red or white flip flops. Her makeup was red, white, and blue. She had a little star shirt cut up on the side, cut up down. You did.
No.
You did.
No, I didn't. I had on a white shirt and I had on jeans that had a flag.
You had a small flag when we cared about flags. And you had some
doing
blue
too much.
jeans.
He lying. He doing way too much.
And it had a small. You did all of this because it rocked me to my core.
You doing too much.
Nope.
You
did a lot in 2005, man. Whatever year that was. So. It was a whole thing. So I'm asking if there was another holiday because you were committed with the apparel.
No. I feel so foolish for doing that.
No, you don't. You were 18.
I didn't know any better. Forgive me, everyone. Now I wear nothing.
Oh, black.
Black. I didn't know any better.
Let's go, USA.
No, the only other thing I think is just like Thanksgiving, just because it brings people, like, because you just get to have family together more. It gives a reason for like family at large to come together. But
because it's really just a meal.
Yeah, it's really just a meal that's overly buttered and
just a brown and yellow meal. It's good though.
So I do believe that Christmas is the best holiday. Yeah.
I think so. I don't think there's a holiday.
It's the full package.
Yeah, it's the full package.
I have one more Christmas artist I like for Christmas album. Destiny's Child, 12 Days of Christmas.
You've talked about this before.
Because I guess that's just where I was in my life. But hark, holla bells. Oh, man. White Christmas. I mean, seriously, there's so many. And it's Destiny's Child in all their glory.
Yeah, it is.
So
that's fair.
I would throw that in on my playlist too. So yeah, I know they're not traditional. You can judge me if you want.
No judgment.
Pentatonics, Destiny's Child, and might I say, Ariana Grande. All those Christmas albums I like.
Hit them up.
Check them out. I'm just gonna let that be.
Spotify playlist.
Check out my Christmas playlist.
Oh, one of my favorites. I don't listen to it a lot because it's kind of slow and chill. But when I put everybody to sleep at night, I give me a nice little glass of apple juice.
You must have put me to sleep too.
Listen, I put people to sleep.
And that was not meant to be any
type of. Put them to sleep. It can be what you want it to be. It can be whatever you need it to be. You understand what I'm saying? And so
you can't even afford.
I get this, and I put on Luther Vandross's "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas."
Here's something to know about that. Luther Vandross. That was #1 artist.
It was an era.
When we were 18, that was his favorite person, and he was just like, "Oh, that Luther," and he just loved it.
My mom's second husband had a greatest hits CD set
of Luther,
and I was just in middle school, just jamming out.
Big Luther.
House is not a home. Boom. Just in 7th grade. A house is not a home. just 13. Just with pimples. A house is not a home.
Man, you look back at your music choices and you're like, what was I listening to?
How did I get into
this
that?
shit was rocking out so hard. Oh, snap. One more album. That 116 compilation for Christmas that just dropped last year.
That's a high one.
Love it. Whole family loves it. And my music taste it morphs sometimes into these children's tastes because they dominate the listening in cars and things like that. So a lot of that just becomes like it's easy for us all to listen to. So maybe, just a mom. Just a mom who listens to music with her kids. But no, those are my suggestions. But check out that playlist if you want to kind of dip into my taste.
Dip into it. Let us know what else.
There's tons. And you can be specific. You can give artists, you can give albums.
Let us know.
There are no rules here. It's not fair to be like one song.
I didn't do that. I didn't give you that much pressure. I didn't give you that much pressure.
Well, that's because we had to go through beginnings before we got here to know that wouldn't be the case.
We've come a long way.
Yeah, we have.
So Christmas movies. One thing that we do like to do with Christmas, I feel like Christmas specifically, is you're always trying to continue to figure out, traditions of old, building new traditions as a family.
Yeah.
Your new nuclear family that you're building. And Christmas movies as well is definitely part of that there. We have continued to show some classics to the kids past years and definitely this year. Introduce them to a new classic, a few new movies here. Saw some new movies that's come out. Is there, and probably not, because I'll be honest with myself, I do not have this is my favorite Christmas movie. Oh. But there are some movies, Christmas, because it's very specific, and it's 1 month out of a year. But there are some movies like, hey, if you're going to watch a Christmas movie, these are some of my favorites.
Christmas movie. Is it just a cold weather movie with snow?
Ooh, say that. Say that.
Or is it actually something about Christmas and the magic of Christmas? Is it about being around the holiday of Christmas? I don't really know. Most of the time it's about just being around the holiday.
Being around the holiday of Christmas. It doesn't necessarily be about Santa or, whatever the case may be. There's snow and it's like, it's December 22nd and here's the story.
Exactly, pretty much.
Here's the story. We introduced him to Home Alone this year.
Yeah, they enjoyed that so much.
No, Mission, he didn't enjoy it.
Mission laughed on the floor. Couldn't breathe.
I fell off the bed. What part was that? McGee to the count of 3.
Yeah, it was good.
1, 2. And then
filthy animal.
Played it. We went to friends, drive-in movie, showed him that in the trunk of the car. You gotta watch this,
You gotta see this
You
part.
Gotta watch this.
He was trying to explain it and it wasn't successful. He was like, can I just show him this clip? I was like, if you think it's gonna nail it in, bring it home.
Yeah. They watched all 3 of them.
They did. We watched 1 and 2 with them.
Let me tell you about the summers. We'll go through a series.
Yeah, absolutely.
This got 3 movies?
Oh, we go.
Bam.
Let's finish it. We did let them watch that third one by themselves though.
They did, which is okay.
It looked like it should have been watched by itself. But yeah, the classics are good. I could go first because of course I'm gonna go generalized. I enjoy. First of all, my favorite genre of movies is rom-coms. So therefore, I love Christmas romance movies. Netflix has 50 million. So, and Gabriella, Vanessa Hudgens.
Getting her money up.
She got a couple of them. But, I love a good, I love you in the Christmas spirit. And
she
my
gosh. She a late teen, early 20s.
Oh my gosh. I love a good late teen, early 20 rom-com. It's just the most beautiful, innocent thing ever. It's like, I think I want to kiss you. I've never known that I could be myself.
Mistletoe?
Oh, wow. And I'm like, that's so cute. I just laugh because I know it's such low quality TV. But anyway, that's my movies. So rom-com, Christmas, holidays.
We just saw Elf. We introduced him to Elf the other day. That was a good one there.
I did not like Elf at all. I watched that thing like, this is so dumb. I'm so sorry. It's just such a large man.
Large man. I don't know if he was large or they just had smaller people around him, but they made him look large.
Maybe because he's supposed to be an elf. That's why he was so abnormally large.
So she wasn't a fan of that one for sure.
But the kids loved it. And that's what matters. It's about introduction to different and fun things. All of the classic black holiday movies, my mom has watched them multiple times and I have watched them with her. Because that's all she does watch is just black movies, and I get really caught up in them every time I watch them. Every time. It's like, oh no, he didn't. What? I am a social TV watcher.
You are.
Movie or TV. So if it's on, I'll watch it.
You will.
I might not have turned to it on my own, but I will. I love all of those. Like that is, I don't have a specific Christmas movie that just every Christmas comes, I'm going to rewatch something. First of all, I don't really like to rewatch much.
No, we're not. We're not big rewatchers.
And I'm a little scared because I really do need to watch A Nightmare Before Christmas again because I enjoy kids' movies a lot, and I really did love Nightmare Before Christmas.
She did. We
were sitting on the bed, all finna have a little bed movie time, and we watched the preview for it, and I was like, Damon hypes it up. This is one of Mom's favorite movies to watch. And then we watched the trailer and it was miserable. And I was like, oh, yeah, we ain't got to watch that tonight. Like, this don't even look good. And so I don't know if I'm confusing my memory of old to my memory of new, but I would need to watch it again. But that used to be one of my favorite,
sometimes you watch some old stuff again, you be like, this ain't it. You watched a classic TV show or movie again. You're like, hey, let's put that back on, and you watch it either age or the quality, and you're just like, this ain't gonna do it.
That's how they look.
You ever go back to a favorite restaurant in your hometown or something like, hey, we used to eat this growing up. Let me get my number 2 special. You eat, you be like,
oh, I've changed.
This ain't it. This ain't it.
But most Christmas movies, and they bring, just like, I think that's another reason why Christmas is so good. It brings you back to like the feel good moment of when something took place. I watched that when I was here. That was so important. My cousins, my sisters, my brothers. But I'm hoping that our kids can have more solidified favorients. Yeah. Since I unfortunately
Jingle Jangle. That's one of my new favorites.
That was fun.
Listen, that soundtrack though, get into it. Get into it. It's a classic right now.
We can make it work again. Gonna fix everything that's broken.
See, y'all ain't ready.
It was good.
Let's keep going. A couple other things before we get out of here. So I want to see if I'm gonna push. We're having a good time. It flies me having fun.
All right, what else we got?
So I'm gonna go first to give you some time to think. But I want to see if you could think of either a best and or worst Christmas gift. I was online a few days ago, and people were just having this thread on Twitter just about some worst gifts, and it just took me down a rabbit trail and just made me come up with some memories for myself. I think that one of my worst Christmas gifts was, long story short, I was staying with anybody. I was staying with dad for Christmas. My brothers, he's got a little boo, and so we're around their family, right? Now his girl, my dad's girlfriend's mom, gets me and my brother, we opened it up, some sweaters. Now I've seen this in a movie before, but these sweaters were hideous. These sweaters were
like she gave you ugly sweaters.
Disgustingly ugly. She gave us an ugly. Remember the Fat Albert era? Remember that? Remember the Fat Albert era when it came back? She gave us a black sweatshirt with the sweater. So it had Fat Albert's face, and then he was in a Christmas hat. But then it had like kente cloth around it, so like some African tribe coloring around it, and then on the shoulders, listen to me, on the shoulders, it had a little fur to match the little kente colored on the shoulders. So I had Coming to America when they got the little prints on the side, the little lion paws on the side, and so as an 11-year-old in somebody else's house, she's gonna be like, woo!
Wow!
Thank you so much.
Wow!
I don't know if my dad remembered this, but we got into the car, we started driving off, and he was like, "You don't ever have to wear that." And I was like, "Thank you, sir. Thank you."
There's nothing better than a moment a parent is like, "Yeah, no, it's okay." I've been like that. You don't have to eat that.
You don't have to eat
that. Don't even worry about that. I'm not even gonna make you try that today. I don't like it.
Nah. Do you have other great?
It's my turn.
Yeah, other great gifts like, ooh, this was a gift that was great, or a gift that you was just like, you know what, this.
Yeah, I don't remember.
This was not it.
I'm so sorry. Something's wrong, y'all. Just pray for me.
Good. I got a gift. Can you get up with me? You got a gift for me that you think I've given you that you've enjoyed?
Took me a second to think about it, but I'm thinking everyone likes the good gift of, well, myself personally, I really like that sounds so selfish what I'm about to say, but self-care. When you say self-care, it's not selfish, right? So Damon gifted me a surprise trip to see one of my best friends, and that was a wonderful gift. So shout out to you for a fantastic gift.
Hey, I appreciate. I'm gonna take the shout out because I'm not a strong gift giver.
You should.
So like I said, I feel good about. This is a good gift. I feel like I thought it was thoughtful. And I was like, damn, you don't do a lot, but we're going to do something this time. So.
But see, that's the cool thing when gift giving is not your top love language. You do so much. It wasn't about the gift, but that was really sweet. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Damon and my best friend Keisha decided that's they were gonna plan this on the low.
Yeah.
It was Salt Lake City, Utah. Never been to Utah.
Never.
It wasn't a lot of snow. It was cold, but I had a really great time and tried new things. And things were it was a good time.
Oh yeah, that trip.
Yeah, that was that trip. Yeah,
Somebody missed a trip. Another time.
Yep.
Another time.
Yep. But I did. I had a really good time, and it was a sweet, very, very good gift. Just to have that opportunity to be like, hey, I love you. I care about you. I know you want to see your friend. I know that. I can surprise you with a trip away. So if you're wondering, what kind of gift should I give? Maybe think about something in a self-care line. Because as a lot of times we're just not doing enough for ourselves. Now, your spouse. If you're like, oh, no, she do enough.
Yeah. Think about something else.
Oh, no, he do a lot for himself. That's fine. But if they don't, which most, especially mothers, do not, do something where it's like, hey, I want you to get away, right? That's a good gift.
That's a good gift.
Yeah.
Good gift.
It's all you, man.
Listen, I do it. Sometimes I do a little something.
Make it do what it do.
Before we get out of here, let's talk really quick here. Traditions. Traditions is something that, for your family, and specifically if you're kind of building this nuclear family, whatever that looks like for you.
Yeah.
Building traditions is something around this time of the year that people really enjoy bringing back, doing with the next generation, and just excited. Even if it's just you and your boo thing out here. Are there any traditions that come to mind that either for us or definitely in your upbringing, you was like, yo, Christmas time, that time of the year, we do this?
Yeah. Growing up, always a family breakfast.
Yes.
We had real trees every Christmas. That was always a big deal. We go get the Christmas tree. And what else do I think we did? We video recorded our Christmases.
I have seen some of those tapes.
Well, it's classic camcorder.
Classic
and,
camcorder.
My mama always told me, you better look good. So, we would wake up in the morning and look, brush our teeth, kind of slightly brush our hair. My mom put on a little makeup.
Really?
We had to look how nice
because the
on
camcorder.
Video. There's probably a couple that we didn't make that. But you had to kind of, you could be in your pajamas, but don't look like you just woke up. You got to put on a slight show for the camcorder.
That's funny.
Camcorder. I know, right?
Camcorder.
Cam recorder.
Recorder of a
camera. A recorder. A camera that records.
But I don't think it did the camera job. It didn't take pictures though.
No.
So it just got in it.
Camcorder.
That's funny.
Anyway.
We're Box Tree. Shout out to the Box Treeers up here, your upbringing out here. I feel like we had like 2 trees, like for 18 years. I feel like we just had.
That's all you really need. Once you buy one fake tree, once you getting another one.
You know what I'm saying? Well, we didn't have to do. Maybe we split it up once.
What you don't do is get a pre-lit one though.
That's important. That's important.
Do not get a pre-lit tree because once one light go out and then you don't know what light it is and then it's stuck on the tree, then you gotta I've been there.
We have. Side note, also just a plug: purple and the blues and the silly light colors.
Let people be them.
No.
Let people be there.
Everybody can't do everything they want to do.
Hey,
no. If I saw a kid at Walmart with their shoes off, I'd be like, hey, babe, where your shoes?
I know.
There's certain things.
No, we would have a color-themed Christmas sometimes. It would be like blue and silver this year.
But everything.
I mean, it was coordinated. It wasn't like multicolored lights. Sorry if you like that.
But somebody listening to this right now beside their multicolored
Christmas tree. If that's
Christmas
what
tree.
you love that. That's fine. But it would be like a champagne and silver Christmas.
But that's a theme. It flows probably on your little truck. If she had a Pinterest board.
Don't tell people how to do that Christmas.
If it had a Pinterest, no, I'm just saying.
Remember, it's the most.
I'm saying no. People see that's how we get. We ain't got enough time to bring that up. People, we can all agree. There's certain things should stay in some type of format. Some certain things.
That's not fair. Don't put people in a box. They don't like it. I disagree.
No, I hear you.
Anyway, keep going.
Sometimes you need a box. Sometimes you need a box.
You had a tree. You had a tree.
Anywho, people out here just with no box. You just out here in these streets free, willy-nilly. There's certain things that require a box. No shirt, no shoe, no service. That's a box. Helpful. That's all I'm saying. Wear a mask. That's a box. Yeah. Anywho, box trees. And then, we do pancakes.
For our family, personally.
For our family here, for the Sumners. We do pancakes. That's always an exciting thing.
Yep.
But one thing
Not that we don't eat pancakes other days, but on Christmas.
special.
Pancakes are coming out. You know, this year I am gonna get real special. I'm gonna put some like chocolate chips on there. Yeah. I don't even like that.
Throw some on there. Different.
Like put some sprinkles on the kids.
Love stuff. Fresh and fruity.
Kids love sprinkles. I'm gonna put some whipped cream on. We're gonna make it fancy. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
Yeah. One time I like wrote letters, LIB. You know, like that was fancy.
Was a good time.
Yeah.
But we also used to sleep together. We used to put the cover down.
And now you're switching back to your regular family.
Yes, back to my brothers.
Your home family.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call them.
I don't know.
Your original family.
My original
the 3Ds.
My old family. I don't know. But those are some traditions. So whatever traditions you do, let us know. We would love to take ideas.
Yeah.
So if it's something cool and neat.
I mean, there are more. I mean, looking at lights. We always go see lights.
There's a bunch.
We go in on the movies.
We go in and the music. Those are two traditions.
That is traditions. You know, in my family, we watch movies and we listen to some music. Facts. So, but I do think, and you know, one thing I do want to highlight, you know, I've spoken to a single friend before, and she's just like, I have a family, right? Like, even if it's just myself, or even if it's like, you know, just understanding that this is my household. Even if it's just me. Exactly. Whatever. Plant mom, fur mom. You still need to carve out time to see you and your family. So I said to say that even if you're single or in a relationship, it's still a great time to decide what traditions you're going to do. You know, I get, you know, Christmas cards from single people. I think that's special. Celebrate yourself. Do you. We do right? So I still think that it's important to have like that part of routine. And even if you're a new couple, a newly married, or just been dating for a while, what is something that y'all want to do and like sit and carve that out for yourselves around this holiday season? Yeah.
Caveat, how long do you keep other people's Christmas cards? We don't have to answer that
question. I've been getting a lot of texts for email for my address, and I think it's sweet.
Sweet. Yep. All right. Listen. Well, this has been a good time here. A lot of good stuff.
No, that is a really good question because I don't really know what to do with them.
How long?
I was looking at something for like 2015. I was like, oh.
Your baby ain't got bigger now.
Yeah, but you have some really great ideas on like how to collage that up or how to make that more meaningful, then please let me know. I'm also a delayed person, and my sweet family has never sent out Christmas cards. So one year we're gonna be on top of that.
1 year.
We know what, we might hit them with a 6 month, just a June.
Yeah.
Summer.
Ain't nobody doing that.
Forget summer card. Forget Christmas cards. Summer cards.
Bo, you heard it there first. That's what's good. We might do that. Hold us to it. We gotta get out of here. This has been fun. This has been a good time. Holiday special. We talked about it here. As always, the support means a ton. Check us out on everything. Rate and review us. Apple Podcasts, private Facebook group. You know, all that jazz. Bonus episodes, exclusive content, Patreon. This has been good. I'm Damon. This is Couture, the amazing. We're Team Sumner. We'll talk soon.
All right, bye.